Hey guys, welcome back to Zoelle's World. Today, I'm going to be unboxing some Loungefly Princess and Pooh pins. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to Zoelle's World. Today, I am going for the gusto. I'm actually going to try and prove a theory. The theory is when Loungefly sends a store a pallet of pins, they include every single pin in the set. So to prove this theory, I have purchased a whole entire pallet of these Loungefly Winnie the Pooh pins. There are 12 pins in the pallet and there are 6 pins in the set. So we are going to unbox these 12 pins, or as many of them as we need to complete the set, and to see if you go into your store and you were to buy the whole set of pins that you see, would you actually be able to complete your set? Or are they so randomly distributed that you could buy all 12 of these pins and still not have all 6? So we're gonna try that. The other thing we're going to do today is we are going to try to complete my Loungefly Chibi. Is that how you say it? Chibi. These little princesses. If you recall from my last video, which I'll link up here, I opened these pins. I have 3 boxes and they were all Belle. Now, I like Belle. I really do. She's a beautiful princess. She's a learned princess. I don't need 3 of her, okay? So, I went back to my Loungefly store, not Loungefly store, my Hot Topic store, and I got all of the little Chibi princesses that they had left in the store to see if I can complete my set. Now the first 3 I ordered online, so I had no choice in picking those. But these next 6 I have, these are 6 that I have that I picked up in the store. Actually, I picked up 8 in the store and 2 online. But I'm a feeler and I felt these pins and I feel like these are all Belle's. So I don't necessarily want to open these. I'll try to trade these. People like to buy the blind box pins and trade the blind box pins still intact. So we'll see what I can do with these. I may open them if I don't get the whole set out of these. So let's just get right to it. Let's get started. We're gonna start with the princesses because I have to know, right? Like, you start a collection and you have to know. And the thing about these pins, I wasn't that impressed because I felt like they were really small, but this is not Belle. Who is she? It's Jasmine. All right, we're starting off good. I already got Belle, I got Jasmine. There are 4 more. I really want Tiana. Like, if I don't get anybody else and I get Tiana, I will be super duper happy. So let's see. Who's this? And another Jasmine. Okay, girlfriend, you're about to go into the same pile as Belle. But then again, I had so many. There were bound to be duplicates. I got all of these from the exact same Hot Topic store except the 2 that I purchased online, which I shouldn't have mixed them together because now I don't know which 2 I got online. But let's see. I think this is different. Yes! This is Ariel. Okay, so I have 3 of the 6 so far. 3 of the 6 so far. I really want Tiana. Like, that is like my main goal, is to get Tiana. If I get Tiana, I don't care who else is in these boxes. But let's see. Tiana. Okay, that's 4 of the 6. Now, I said if I get Tiana, I don't care who else is in the boxes, but I also have now Tiana, Ariel, Jasmine, and Belle. So Why not go for the gold? We need Rapunzel and Cinderella. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I see yellow. It's not the yellow that I thought though. It's another Tiana. Okay, I can live with that. But I really need Cinderella. I really need Cinderella. And I don't need Cinderella because I don't really collect a lot of Cinderella pins. Like I have one Cinderella pin for a princess collection that I started collecting. So I don't really need Cinderella. But you know, I like to have the sets. I don't like to have incomplete sets. Like if I start collecting a set, it's because I want the whole set. So I'm hoping for Cindy and I'm hoping for Rapunzel, but this doesn't feel like either. I'm surprised. I was like trying to feel for Rapunzel's braid and oh my god, Rapunzel. Okay. Oh my gosh, these are the 4 boxes that I assumed were Belle. Let's see, is Cindy in one of these boxes? I really think these are 4 Belles. Oh, I really don't want to open them because I think they're 4 Belles. But let's see, Cinderella may be in here. Nope, I was right. Here's a Belle. So, I don't know, guys. Do I open these? I really feel like these are all Belles from what I could feel. And I feel like I can get better trades with them if I don't open them. So I hate to leave you guys hanging, but I don't know. I just don't want to end up with, so I got 3 Belles the last time, so it's 2 extras, and then 1 Belle tonight, so that's 3 extras, and then I have 3 more boxes. I would hate to have 6 Belles. That kind of gave me flashbacks from the donuts. You guys remember those donuts? It's another Ariel. That's good. That's good. It's not another Belle, so I won't have 6 Belles. I could still potentially have 5, but not 6. So I'll take that. Like I just want Cinderella. And honestly, if I don't get Cinderella, then my theory about the Pooh pins really kind of goes out the window because I picked these all up from, well no, I picked 2 of them up from online and I picked 6 of them up from the Hot Topic store. And there's another Ariel. I picked them up from the Hot Topic store. This is the last box that I have. But I didn't pick them all up. Like, so when I got there, I got what was left, but somebody else had already bought some of them. So maybe somebody else bought my Cinderella. This is my last chance, guys. And this does not feel like a Cinderella. Let's see. This feels like Ariel. Yep. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, so now I have all of them except Cinderella. Wow. I only got 1 Rapunzel. So, definitely keeping her. Alright, that's it. Princesses, I'm over you now. I'm really over. I was over Belle when I opened the first box and got 3 Belles, but I'm really over Ariel because I have 4 of her. So I'm like, whatever. Swim away, princess. Swim away. Now we test my theory. Will the manufacturer, when they send this palette to a store, give us false hope of completing our set if we get them from the store? So will these Pooh pins turn out? I didn't even bother trying to feel the Pooh pins because if you look at them, like they feel different, like, but I felt the packs and I couldn't really tell, and I was just like, no, I'm just gonna open them and see what happens. So plus these pins for some reason has this like extra flap in it, which makes it harder to get into the box. And I was like, no, I don't have time and energy to keep trying to feel for these pins. So let's just get right to our first one. Won't be a duplicate, so whatever it is we'll be happy with. And it is a little Tigger. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, little baby Tigger. Now I know you guys are probably saying like, girl, you are crazy. Why would you buy a whole palette of pins? Let me tell you why. Because when I saw them at the register, they were like new to me. These are not new pins, but I went on Hot Topic to see, because when I the last time, if you guys didn't see my castle pin unboxing, I'll link that video here, from the Hot Topic castle pin set. The sales associate was like, oh, these are like brand new pins. And I was like, okay. And then I Googled it and I was like, oh, these pins were released in 2019. So if I don't get all of them from this location, there's no way I can complete my set without spending a ridiculous amount of money, because those castle pins were selling on eBay for like $29 and on pin trade boards for like 15 to 20 bucks. And I'm like, these are like $8 Loungefly pins. Go kick rocks. So who do we have here? We have Rabbit. So we have Rabbit and Tigger so far. And so yeah, I was just like, let me check online to see what the availability of these pins are, just in case. And I also wanted to check the price. Guys, one thing I have been learning since I started collecting pins is you must check the price of your pins. Like, check the price. Make sure your phone is charged when you're pin trading. Make sure you have access to it when you're buying pins in the store. Because when we were at Disney, the Character Warehouse had pins for $3.99, $4.99, and $5.99 that were still in the park for regular price. So $9.99 and up. Also, when I did my best friend's pin set, those pins are still selling. They're 5 pins in a pack. They're still selling in the parks for $29.99 full price. I got them from a pin store online. They were in the bag, the same as you get from the parks. The first time I bought them, I got a couple of bags and they were $15. And then when I went back to get more bags, they were $20. But they were still $20. It's still a $10 discount from the pins in the park. So you definitely want to check the price of pins. Like, I have seen pins selling on pin boards for more than they're selling for in the parks. And I understand, like, if you can't get to the Disney park, but then check Shop Disney. Like, check other places first before you pay more than retail for a pin. And there's Eeyore, and he is so cute. So far we have 3 of the 6. And I've only opened 3 boxes. Yeah, check the boards, Google, just check different places before you start paying over retail for pins that are like $8. Like, I saw, like, if there's a pin that's like something you can't find anymore, like when I'm still looking for like those Disney mystery pins that had the princesses like doing like this, and Rapunzel's hair was like all over the place. I think those pins were what, $15.99 for 2 pins in a box from the parks. They're selling for $20 if you can find them in a box with the pin still intact, or anywhere from $15 to $20 for 1 single pin. But those are pins that you can't get on Shop Disney, you can't get in the park. So yeah, you're gonna pay a premium for something like that if you want. But like these pins, here's a double Eeyore, so that's our first duplicate. These pins, when I Googled, the pins didn't come up. But when I went specifically and kind of typed in Winnie the Pooh Loungefly blind boxes on the Hot Topic website, they actually come up. Like, if you just search for like Loungefly blind boxes, these pins don't come up. But if you put in like a better description that gets closer to what these pins are, they came up. And not only did they come up as like these princess pins, they're no longer on Hot Topic. Like, they are sold out. So the only way you're going to get these pins if you want them is through traders in the secondary market. These Pooh pins are actually still on Hot Topic, which is weird that they don't come up when you search for just general blind bags. They do not come up. So I didn't even see these pins, but they were $6. And here's a duplicate Rabbit. And you know, I bought the whole pallet, so we were expecting some duplicates. They were $6 online, and so they honored the online part, because they weren't on sale in the store. They were the normal $8.90. But they were like having a 30% off sale that day, and so they were $6 online, or maybe $6.23. And here's another Tigger. So far my theory is proven ineffective, but that was also like the first 2 rows, and so maybe the first 2 rows were all Tigger, Rabbit, and Eeyore, and then the next 2 rows will be Pooh, Piglet, and Roo. We'll see. I don't know. Or maybe they're all the same 3 pins, and that'll tell you if you go into a store, you may not be able to complete your set if you buy your pins in the store. So just double check the prices. And you may not want to necessarily buy a pin set that you can't complete with retail pins or traders, you know. I was fortunate to complete that castle collection. Very fortunate, but here's Pooh. So I wonder if that means the palette has all of the pins. You just have to figure out which boxes to get. We're going to see. We're going to see. These boxes are not easy to open because it has that extra flap. So they take forever to get into. We're going to see. Let's see. And here is Piglet. Okay. So now I've only done, I literally picked this up the way it was in the store, so I didn't move things around, and I've opened the first 3 rows. So if this one is Roo, then I'm not opening the last 3 boxes, because like I said, when they're still intact in the blind box, they'll treat better than the specific pins. You know, somebody may want the specific pins, but I have double, so that's fine. Let's see if this is Roo. If this is Roo, then you know. Go to your store when they first put the pins out, and your chances of getting all of the pins may be there. Now, there's Roo. I have all 6. I have no need to open any more. So, guys, this is not a scientific theory, so do not be like, I watched a John Claire's video in Zoelle's World, and she said, if I get a whole pallet of pins, then I'm gonna get the whole set. I do not know that to be a fact. Because, like I said, I got all of the pins that they had from the princess set, and I was not able to complete the collection, but I did not get all of the pins in the palette. So maybe whoever bought some of the pins, because it wasn't the whole palette, got Cinderella. I will say I did complete, I'll show you guys again because it's so pretty, my Loungefly castle pins. There they go right there. Those are the castles. I did complete that set by pretty much buying every pin in the collection that was at Hot Topic. And I will say the pins made really good traders. So I didn't buy all 12 because I bought some. I don't remember how many I bought. There are 9 pins in this set. How many did I buy? I don't recall how many I bought, but I bought them in 2 sets. The reason I'm like kind of going back and forth is because I bought them in 2 separate purchases. So I bought maybe 10 and I didn't get all of them, and so I went back to get the rest of what they had. But that wouldn't make a lot of sense because there's only 12 in a palette, unless there were more in that particular palette. I don't even remember exactly how many. Well, let me tell you. Let's do this. Let's do the math. I have 9 pins here, so I bought those 9 because I got these all in the store, and I sent one to Libby at Punzi's Palace. Did I send her 1 or 2? I sent her 2. So that's 9 plus 2, that's 11. I sent 1 out for trade. So that's 12. And I think I have 3 more. So I must have bought 14 or 15, for like 15 of them. So maybe that palette was bigger. But whatever it was, I bought pretty much most of the palette. Nobody was buying those pins. and I got the whole set in a pallet, and I got the whole pallet of the Pooh pins, and I got the whole set. Now, I traded those castle pins, which were $8.90 on Hot Topic. They're not available online, and they're trading at really, like, they're selling for really high dollar values. Now, I don't know if people are actually paying that. I know that's what they're being listed as. I haven't seen any that were actually sold at those prices, but I traded 2 of my castles for 2 pins that I really wanted that were more expensive than the castle pins. So, you know, value, once you buy something, it's really up to you. But I traded 2 of those castle pins for this limited release Pocahontas legacy pin with a sweet young lady named Emily that I found on the Facebook pin trading group. And I also got, and this pin retails, here's the back of the pin. It's actually a really beautiful back. This is the back of this pin. It is a limited release pin for the 25th year anniversary of Pocahontas. And you guys saw these pins. These were the mystery pins from the Valentine's Day set, and this was one of the mystery pins in that box, and it's Karen and Forky. And I traded a Loungefly Castle pin for this. So I know some of you are like, why would you buy so many pins? It's because I buy pins that I like, which means I never have anything to trade. So by buying extra of blind box pins, I know I'm gonna get doubles, but then I have pins that I can actually trade for pins that I want that actually make it more economical than had I had to purchase that pin, because these pins were $12.99 each. This is the back of this one. And I basically got it for what I paid for my Loungefly pins, which were not the retail price because I had Hot Topic cash. And like I said, these pins were 30% off online, and they honored the online price. So if you're new to pin trading or you're trying to figure out strategy, you can actually grow your collection for pins that you want using pins that are less than what you would pay for the pins that you want. I mean, and it's a win-win, because when it comes to traders, people aren't necessarily looking to say, okay, well, I paid $20 for this pin, so you have to give me a $20 pin. Once people own the pins, the value assigned to a pin is based off what you want. So if somebody's looking for something in a collection, they don't care how much the pin costs. If they have pins that they don't want, they're not going to be like, okay, well, this is my trader board, but I'm not trading, and I want your pin, but your pin only costs $8, so we're only going to trade a pin that costs $8. Like, I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure there are people who do that. That has not been my pin trading experience. So laugh all you want, guys. I have $8 Hot Topic pins that people do want and don't want to pay $15 or $20 for like they're being sold for. So I may be able to get a pin that would normally cost me $15 or $20 so that somebody can get this super cute little Ariel pin, you know? So just think about that when you're pin trading, especially when you're new to pin trading. Don't be afraid to get extras, because I didn't want the mystery set and I kind of missed the bandwagon anyway, but I did want this pin. I also wanted from that set, I didn't want the whole set, but I also wanted from that set Carl and Ellie. So if you have that and you want one of these princess pins or one of these Pooh pins, let me know. Carl and Ellie and Wally and Eve. And that's all I wanted from the set. So I really didn't want to collect the set just to try to get those pins, especially because like I feel like the other pins in the set weren't pins that anybody else who opened the set were like really like dying to go after, so they didn't seem like very tradable pins. But I know these princesses will trade, and I know these Pooh pins will trade. So I got this Pocahontas pin was regular price $15.99. I don't know what she paid, but had I bought this at the time it came out at the park, it would have been $15.99, and I traded it for a $9 pin that the trader assigned value to. So that's my spiel about pin trades and a little bit of background as to why I get so many extra pins. Because when I do buy blind box pins, I usually only get the ones where I want to complete the set, because the other thing that I've learned is if I don't want the whole set, I can actually easily go on a pin trading board on Facebook, on Instagram, on Etsy, on so many pin sites out there that have already opened the boxes and are selling those specific pins. So rather than buying a $10 mystery box and taking my chances for 2 out of a series of say 8, I can just go ahead and buy the 2 that I want and save myself some money, even if the 2 may be a little bit of a premium. If you figure how many blind boxes you would buy to try to get those 2, it kind of works itself out. So that's it. That's all I have to say today about pins. I'm not a pin trading expert, but that has been my experience. So I just wanted to share that with any newbies out there who are looking into pin trading and trying to figure out how to grow their collections, and you know, are like, oh, I got all these duplicates, what do I do with them? Because this is how I really get my traders. Because look guys, my pin board is growing. It is growing. And every pin that I buy for this board is a pin that I want to keep. You know, maybe I'll trade them later, I'll feel differently later, but right now they're ones that I want. So duplicates actually help me grow my collection. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're not subscribed to our channel, click the notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. And remember guys, this is Zoelle's world. I just live in it. Bye.